perhaps I can give you justice. Give you back your homes or restore your dead to life, but perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king. cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life, but perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king.
Okay, let's see if we're in the camera. Okay, kind of not. Okay, let me fix that.
I can scoot over a little bit more.
I can kind of just turn this here.
Sorry, guys. All right,
I think that's. I don't know. Is that right?
Still got that
we
weird tilt.
Do we see that?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. I think we're good. Kind of, sort of. Something's off, but oh well.
I knocked it over twice tonight. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Took the light out this time.
New link. I posted the new link on everything. I know a bunch of people dropped off. So everybody should be. I don't know if they have to refresh to come back to the live thing to the new link because we didn't know it was offline for like a couple minutes.
Yeah.
I want to refresh that actually. Let's see.
Crap.
To see the chat again. Okay, all right, let's see. Is it refreshing or not? There we go. Okay, I think we're back. Okay. All right, we're good, we're good.
Okay, good.
We're blurry? Are we blurry?
Holy shit.
No, we're not blurry. We're good. It's just a slightly different camera angle. That's all right, though. Very blurry? I don't see it blurry.
I think you're more blurry than I am, actually.
I don't know what's that. That might be YouTube, actually. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, down here we look good.
Oh, it was blurry at first. Okay, yeah. I don't know. Try to refresh. It might be a YouTube thing too, but we're not dropping it. We don't have any internet issues or anything. It was just some bull in a china shop.
Yeah, Kyle said a ball in a china shop.
It's my fault. There's a chair that's too damn close because I didn't move it back over there when I was fixing lights earlier.
And both times I knocked it down, I never felt it hit me, or I would have caught the camera.
Okay, all right. So we're just going to deal with it. It's fine. It's fine. As long as you can hear us and we're back on the screen, kind of, sort of. Close enough. Okay, all right. Where was I at here? Let me go to this. All
right, cool. Everybody's saying refresh helps.
All right, good. Known friend, thank you. Saying refreshed helped with that. So, all right, people are finding their way back, I think. I think a couple hundred people dropped off. Thank you, G. Huey, for subbing. Appreciate it. Twice again, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. I don't see a question, though. I don't know if you meant to have a question. And then Chevin Body, I believe, for subbing about 15 minutes ago. Appreciate it. And I think that's all that. Let me see here. Mizuma, thank you, Mizuma, on Patreon. Will the semi-nude Smoke and Dust calendar be 12 or 18 long? What? I also have the seats for the couple's nude pottery sesh already sold out. And will the fireside s'mores in the bunk beds be first or second night? That's all up to you. You have the bunk bed, Mizuma.
Right. Whatever you're doing, hosting at your bunk bed.
You're hosting all that shit, whatever. So that's up to you. You're in charge of that shit. Well, wait a minute. 12 or 18? What does that mean?
Months?
I don't know. This is going to be, I mean, I think here, that's what we need to do. The Patreons of SmokeScreen calendar.
Dude, yes.
For real.
Let's do that.
Yeah. So that's what's going to happen. We're going to change it. So we need
Patreon. We'll be on the cover right here.
Well,
like
we'll just put the logo or something, and then y'all can be in the damn calendar. How about that? We'll make that a reward. Everybody send pics.
Who's going to be the centerfold?
That's right. Anyway, thank you also, Dragon. Thank you, Dragon, on Patreon as well. Are you still convinced that Jon Snow will not stab Dany with Heartsbane in order to make Lightbringer? Absolutely convinced there is no literal Lightbringer. Jon is Lightbringer. Don't buy it. I like the idea of Heartsbane doing something with the Night King or something like that when Longclaw gets shattered. Yeah. Because he's going to go hit that thing. It's going to shatter. But again, something has to be enabled if that's the case. If it doesn't work, Bran has to do his thing, or Jon's blood has got to do his thing, whether he has to, I don't know, bleed on a tree or get sacrificed. I don't know, to make him vulnerable is what I'm saying. So, but yeah, either way, Jon is the metaphorical Lightbringer.
Yes.
There is no Nisa.
No need.
Reality. Exactly. Randy Suimatsu, thank you again, Randy, on Patreon.
Thank you.
Hallen can verify Jon's lineage is associated with Green Men and had a son with Green Sight that he sent to his death, was Ned's best friend.
Yeah, I think the association with Green Men could be shown.
Yeah, to set it out of the faces, and that's all we need. That's all we need. If they're going to do, like I said, that end game could be completely off, but I think it's pretty close. The location is definitely important, regardless. Let's see. Twice again. Thank you for the super chat. I don't see a question though. Hopefully there wasn't any that I missed. I cannot see any that were on the other stream until I can go back. Maybe. Let me actually.
Yeah. Sorry about that. If that's the case, if any super chats got dropped off.
Yeah, I don't think we missed any, but let me just check on. Can I do this here? Where's the thingy? I got to go to what is it? This. I just want to make sure I can. Here we go. Super chats in case there was any on the other one. No, the last one was Rogue Pixie. It's a slinky. So okay, so we're good. I just want to make sure I don't miss any. Okay. All right. Let me let this refresh again.
Us, definitely after the stream, go back and watch the first segment.
Yes.
Well worth it.
Yes. Yes. You will learn what that means. All right. Let's see what you got here in the chat here. Tim Blackburn, Q&A. Second ice spear from the Night King turns 90 degrees and Dany barely ducks it. Did you notice? Foreshadowing / significant. Second ice spear from the Night King turns 90 degrees and Dany barely ducks it. Oh, wait. No. Oh, when he threw the ice spear. No, she dodged it on Drogon. Drogon kind of veered off.
But did the spear turn 90 degrees?
No,
In mid-flight? Like a Tron motorcycle?
Yeah, exactly. I don't remember that. No, I remember them going past the camera as they kind of veered off at the last second. So I would have to check it again though. We just watched it a couple nights ago. I just remember it going straight and then her kind of last minute, banking. So I'd have to see. I don't think it would chase anybody like a heat seeker. Otherwise, he can't miss.
Yeah,
so yeah, I don't think that's the case. I at least certainly didn't notice it. Twice again, thanks, Blood Raven. Oh, okay, twice again's talking about the Great Council with somebody else. I didn't catch the first part of that. Hello, Lady Dreamfire. How are you? Let's see. Swan, cannot read that. just a heads up. Got to type that in English. I don't know if there's a translator thingy. I think that might be Korean that I can't tell exactly. Let's see. Karen W. tried refreshing, still the same. You're going to have to go to the new link. I don't. How can I get this link? Let me do this. Hold on. Let me type the new link. Wait a minute, Jennifer, you had that right? Did Jennifer have that in the chat? Jennifer, can you paste that link again if you do, if you don't mind? If any mods have that new link, because people can be in the chat but not actually see the video, because unless they're go to the actual link. Or SmokeScreen Bids. No, I'm sorry. YouTube.com/SmokeScreenBids1/live. There you go. There's the link right there. Jennifer pasted it. Thank you, Jennifer. I can't paste my own shit apparently. All right. Let's see. Mother Drag. Okay, this is from the Twice Again. Blood Raven's treason foreshadows the same thing at Great Council at the end of Song of Ice and Fire. Do you think will be Varys or Tyrion? Oh, okay. So this was an actual question. I thought it was in the middle of a conversation. So the Great Council was something they put together where Blood Raven, you know, he killed a Blackfire and then ended up being sent to the Wall for by Aegon V.
Yeah.
They could call it a Great Council to discuss succession. I don't know if that necessarily foreshadows anything, but we could see some type of a council for sure. I don't know if it would be any betrayals there. I don't know about that necessarily. But I would think that at some point, depending on, again, is Jon going to be forced to be king for a little while, or like if Dany dies and he does take the king, you know, he becomes king for a little bit, he calls a council to just let them vote. You know,
Yeah,
or Dany if Jon dies, or both, or vice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that I could see it, because I think Marine was more of a little hint at that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, it certainly would be a parallel for sure. But I don't know about foreshadowing a betrayal necessarily.
Edward Martin said, "Do you think the Night King has any idea about Jon's, I guess, parentage?"
The
I would
Night
say
King,
yes.
yeah, I would think so.
I'd say he's up on.
He knows something. The way they've been staring at each other for years now, he knows something's up with him. He's connected to see, like Bran. He probably already knows all this shit.
And I still think, yeah, that has a lot to do with why they're on the move now.
Right. So yeah, I believe so. I believe him being tapped into weirwood.net. I mean, now Benjen knows. Right, if he knows the three-eyed raven now, like Bran was three-eyed raven, and however he got saved and sent to save Bran, whether it was Bran in the future or whatever, I think anybody tapped into that would at least be able to access it. Again, now, would he go and necessarily somehow go see it? I don't know. Does he have to be told to go see it like Bran does right now? I don't know. Hello, Game of Thrones Theories with Marie. How are you? Yeah, so like Bran has to be guided, but he's like the true
Sam there, kind of.
Right, exactly. He's like the true three-eyed raven. So we just don't know the magnitude of their particular powers. But I'd imagine that he probably does. Night King would know all this shit. The Westerosi Ninja, what's up? Thank you, Amanda Kane, for grabbing this question. Will Euron take out Yara's tongue and turn her into a silenced crew member? Man, I'm scared to death that he's going to do that. I think she survives, but I'm afraid she's going to be mute. I don't know if they'll take it that far in the show. They did show them though cutting out tongues. That's what they were doing. I don't know why they were dead. You know that when they showed that they're already dead.
Yeah, you're right.
So I don't know if it was somebody, if they just showed that to just throw a little hat tip to Euron, book Euron in there. But I don't know if they'll do that on the show. I don't know. I could see it happening, though. It would be one of those things where Yara lives, but she can't even fucking talk. I mean, she can make noises and shit. You know, I don't know. I think it's a possibility, but I don't know if they'll go that far. I think that little thing on the deck was odd because they're not going to be crew members if they're dead, right? So, I mean, I think it's a possibility. And they did show us that. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise anybody when that happens now. You know what I mean? If something like that happens.
Right.
Let's see. Where did I just saw... Jay Soto, Q&A, do you think we will see werewood arrows, maybe to kill a dragon or the Night King? I think it's a great idea. I just don't think they've done enough to set it up in the show for werewood arrows, like they did in the books with Brandon Snow. That's an old school thing back during Aegon the Conqueror. Brandon Snow was a bastard of Winterfell at the time, carving 3 arrows from werewood to go in there and kill Aegon's dragons, and I don't think they did enough in the show to set that up. So I doubt it, but it could be a thing because we've heard enough about werewoods at least, so somebody could explain it really quickly.
Right.
Like I think werewoods, you know, Bran says werewoods will kill the dead dragon, just like dragonglass, so they create some giant thing and shoot a werewood thing. I don't know. I'm just saying it could happen.
Right.
But I doubt it in the sense of like the books because they didn't set up the whole history of it.
I got a question for you. I saw it scroll up, and so I went back and found it. Stephen Byrne says, Q&A, lads. Rewatching the series and reached Season 5, Episode 6, the introduction of the Sand Snakes, and how I cringed.
Yeah.
What's the most cringy part of the show that makes you shiver to rewatch?
Oh man, it's probably very similar, Stephen. For me, it's well, 2 things: killing Doran Martell. I could deal with having some snares, you know, not showing all the sand snakes, but the whole Dornish thing, but just killing him off and not explaining anything in regards to their storyline was cringy for me. And then Barristan Selmy dying. I know.
Yeah, I could have guessed that one for you.
I know. I always say that, but it's just so stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. Yeah. It was just... And then Doran was like, the least you could have done is gave us something before you killed him.
Right.
Like, why are you there? Why?
Yeah.
What's the point of you even being in the show? Yeah. I don't know.
John Haymaker says Theon getting cut. That was very cringy.
Oh, yeah, but it... Cringy for sure, but necessary for his story.
Right.
Completely fits the But the other shit didn't even work.
Yeah,
it was just like, okay, it's just there to be there. Let's mention Dorne. We'll have Jaime and Bronn get on there and say some cute things, and we'll have bad pussy, and then we'll get rid of them.
Yeah,
I mean that's all. You know. With that said, I did want to see Bronn save Tyene. I did. I mean, unless he did it and we didn't know it and somehow she shows up, I think it's over, you know, but I doubt it. That's not going to happen.
On the Theon angle, cringy for me would be Shireen. I hate that.
Oh, yeah. As far as the burning.
Yeah, just cringing. Yeah, you know it's coming
it's
when
horrible.
you rewatch it.
It's horrible.
Sucks.
It's horrible. But, yeah, I think in the sense of just bad show writing and all that is the
what y'all were talking about.
Yeah, exactly. I see it, Herb. I see it, man. I see it. I'm trying to find it again. Thank you, Herb. Q&A. First of all, Varys is a merman.
A merman?
Oh, God, no. Not this again. No. Secondly, why do you think Arya was in Wintertown? Because it looks like she's in Wintertown. And do you think she'll calm down the people? I think Wintertown will probably be the place they come out. Or they could, I mean, I would imagine they'll come out there from the crypts. So I don't think that was necessarily Wintertown in the teaser. Probably Winterfell.
Yeah.
There's no reason to show the big scene with Dothraki and all that coming to Wintertown when they can just go to Winterfell. Again, we're supposed to see Wintertown, so I'd imagine that's the escape route. Maybe they'll show it in season 1 or episode 1, like we're supposed to open there apparently. But I wouldn't imagine that's the scene. Like, they're not going to meet in Wintertown unless they're just marching through there, but Arya wouldn't be there. Yeah. I don't think. Possibly, I don't know. Maybe she's over there for something, helping out people, and that's when they come marching by or something. Maybe that's why she's not in the main yard or something. I don't know. But
you said merman.
That's what they call him. But, yeah, that's the old insane theory, like, you know, Tyrion, the time traveling fetus. Oh,
I've seen a couple people chime in on Barristan Selmy.
Yeah, it's so stupid, man. That was just dumb. Hairless Oyster, the sand snake scene. I watch it 3 times a week. I hate it that much. The
titty scene.
The titty scene. Oh shit. Oh man. The imagination realm. I think that was Wintertown in the teaser. Well, I will say that the walls looked. I mean, it was a weird angle too.
Yeah.
So, but they're going to show. Remember this though. You're going to see a lot more of Winterfell this year than we ever seen before.
So you're saying it could be different?
It could be exactly.
Yeah.
Because the walls did look short where they were marching by or whatever. So it could be Wintertown where they're coming by Wintertown or whatever as they pass through to Winterfell. So that's certainly a possibility. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that remember this year as far as the way they built Winterfell in an actual 3D set, you're going to see different parts we've never seen.
Sure.
Before we've seen what? 2 rooms in a yard?
Right.
And it's a giant-ass castle. And the Godswood.
Yep.
But yeah, they got a 3D version this year that, and you know what happens when they build things and why they build things, as opposed to green screen and everything.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
we know why that is.
You damn Skippy. Jackie Rowe. Good
Jackie
evening
Rowe.
from New
There's a
Zealand.
name we hadn't seen from in a long time. Hello, Jackie Rowe. Let's see. Be careful, Kay Rodriguez. Nightbot will get you on caps and what do you call it? Emojis. Those things. I think Nymeria will be back. Deuce X dogging a Meg Paul. I think so. I think you got to see Nymeria though. Are they really just going to leave that? They said there is good news. We did hear the producer say we will see a lot of ghosts.
Good.
So that is a given. Let's see. All right, Herb, have a good one, man. Good night.
Good night, brother.
Thanks for hanging out. Let me refresh this. Nothing's refreshing right, as usual. Hopefully I didn't miss any. Yeah, see, look at all this shit. It pops up. Hoonjive.
What's happening?
Hoonjive and Mr. Shoon are in the house. Thank you, Hoonjive, on Patreon. Q&A from Mr. Shoon.
I love this.
I know, it's so funny. Have you ever noticed? I mean, I'm sorry. It's just funny that I made a fucking mistake and she changed her name to Mr. Shoon.
That's so funny.
It's great.
I love it.
Have you ever noticed in season 5, episode 4?
I just remember when you made it.
I
It's
know.
so funny.
Mr. Shoon. Oh, shit. Area warging. We got all kinds of
so
mistakes that end up T-shirts.
I love it.
Let's see. Season 5, episode 4. How much they throw John's parentage in your face. It's so obvious after rewatching. Oh, yeah. When you've rewatched 3, 4, 5, 6, 18 times, you see so much that you never thought you saw the first 2 or 3 times. I'm telling you, it's the bottom line. There's a scene where Mel is talking about John being a bastard, and Stannis says perhaps, but it wasn't Ned Stark's way. Yeah, that was with Selyse up at the wall. Then the scene where Mel tries to get with John, saying she sees power in him. Sands and Littlefinger in the crypts talking about the Rhaegar and Lyanna. Barristan telling Dany how much everyone loved Rhaegar and how he wasn't a bad guy. The hints are all over the episode. You should check it out again. Yeah, I agree. I saw those, and I think I mentioned those in the review the first time. So, yeah, absolutely. That was all RLJ stuff. They were laying it on thick. Almost like last year with the pregnancy thing. I can't have kids, man. I can't have kids. Every other scene, it was I can't have kids. Finally, John's like, do you think that was, maybe she's a not unreliable source of information, unreliable? I mean,
Right.
But yeah, I mean, they told us like, oh, it's like the wall too. They did it with the wall. The wall coming down over and over and over. The wall has stood through everything. Okay, it's coming down. We get it. Proto Peach, thank you, Proto Peach, on Patreon as well. Hey guys, I posted on the community page about the sponsors for ProtoCon so we can keep track, hoping we can get some more people on board. Very cool, thank you.
Thank you.
Are you mean the community page on my channel, or you mean on Patreon? Let me see. I'll look for that, Peach. I think you mean on Patreon. I'm not sure. Let's see. Thank you, Sosik Vendena Shack, for subscribing. Appreciate it if you're in the chat. And RT Sizzle, thank you for the super chat just now. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Do you support the theory that the Night King will send his army to Winterfell while he flies past the north and raises an army in the south? We've kind of talked about this. Kind of, sort of. It would make sense. It depends on his goal. But, yeah, it would make sense. He don't have to be there for every little battle.
No.
He really don't. I know he has been in the past, but, like, he can, they could, for example, they could go to the Last Hearth in episode 1, and he could fly on by.
Yep.
And, they just show him leaving the scene while, this castle's being destroyed behind him. and you're like, what the hell's he doing? So I think they could play this game where he goes down south, and maybe they do bring Dorne back into it in that sense, or if they go that far south or whatever. And then you got this damn white sandwich, like we've been talking about the Targaryen sandwich between Cersei. But that would make it even worse. So I can tell you right now, whatever they
go down there and clean out all the graveyards and stuff, and
he
build
could.
an army down there.
He absolutely could. The question is, like, what does he do? If he burns everything, he can't raise them?
That's why I thought about that. That's why I said graveyards, because if he
just
burn
have to come by and at least get some before so they can go kill more people, because he can't burn anybody.
No,
so it would have to be something like that.
Useless to him after that.
So I mean, it's possible, but if you think about that angle, how likely is it that he finds, enough, like you said, graveyards to get enough, a little army together to go kill other people to grow it?
Well,
that fast?
The Battle of the Bastards, a lot of people died there.
That is true. I'm assuming they burn all of them there, but further south they wouldn't necessarily. If there's people.
If John had anything to do with that, which he did.
Yeah,
but that's a lot of fucking burning.
That's a hell of a lot of burning.
And I don't know if everybody would buy into it and want to get their kids off the battlefield and go bury them and have funerals for them and stuff,
Right. Yeah, I'm assuming they burnt those. But yeah, further south, though, if there's any battles or bones anywhere, he can raise them. So, I mean, it's a possibility. It's just, it seems like it would take a little more time than, because you got to raise a little bit, go kill more people, and it keeps going like he did the whole first time, I guess.
Right.
Without burning them,
right.
Is what I'm saying.
Yep. Raise a little, kill a little.
All right, let's see. Back to the regular chat here. Thank you, Mod Mary, for the $4.99 super chat. I don't see a question, Mod Mary. Hopefully, you didn't mean to have a question there. If you do, please get that in the chat, and one of the mods can grab it if I don't see it. Let's see. Lewis97 Q&A. Night King has used Viserion to destroy the wall, which was clearly his plan. What else could he do with the dragon, considering any enemy he kills with it can't be added to the army of the dead because they would be dust? Yeah, exactly what we were saying. That's why I think the wall was that primary reason, right, to get through the wall. Although I really would have loved it better if he used his own power like he did the cave.
Yep.
But if you buy into our thing, he needs to burn something at the Isle of Faces. So that's what I would hope to see.
Same here.
I mean, let me just put it this way. I don't want it to come true because it's necessarily my thing. I want it to come true because I think it makes sense.
And we put a lot of thought into it, and that is a great...
I just think it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, something to that effect anyway. Something similar. So I think it's an important location. So if that's the case and he wants that to burn the Isle of Faces, then that's the perfect machine, so to speak, for doing that.
Right.
Because you're right. We were just saying, anybody he burns, he cannot resurrect. Let's see.
Beats standing out there at a weirwood tree with a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Son of a
and
bitch,
the sun's not even out because he brings the fucking storm.
Exactly.
So the sun's going and shit. He'd have to have somebody. Hey, can you go? I'm gonna go up here, 200 yards away. Can you? Of course, everything in Game of Thrones, like I said, it lights up instantly. There's never a problem building a fire in Game of Thrones or catching rabbits. By the way.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, they always eating on the road. Good night, Jennifer. Have a good one. Thank you. Thank you so much. If you're heading out. K-Dub says, Jennifer, until our next conflict. Good night. Uh-oh. K-Dubs will be crying softly off screen. Mother of Dragon has a question from Way Too Good. Thank you. Way Too Good, a.k.a. Creeps.
Creeps.
Creeps. Okay. Oh, Creeps the Lord of Light. Okay, where's the question start? Okay, I don't know.
I think it starts with the Lord of Light.
Okay, the Lord of Light had a hand in resurrecting Jon and showing the Hound visions. Can we count on his help defeating the Night King, possibly showdown against the Night King? Maybe. Yeah, this is more complicated than that.
It is.
There's no Lord of Light is where this is going, essentially.
You got to wrap your head around this.
You got to kind of wrap your head around the idea that the magic that you're seeing is constructed around a religion as opposed to an actual god playing games with men, and because the great other's the Night King,
right?
And so therefore his antithesis is not some magic fire god. So what we've been saying is the magic is all from the same source. It's just read in different ways by different people. So what you speak like Melisandre, it's magic through the flames, but it's the same source as Bran and his werewood trees.
Right.
So in that sense, no, because they're all the same source, if that makes sense. And the reason I said that, just one example, is when Melisandre sees Bran and Bloodraven in A Dance with Dragons.
Yes.
She sees them in her own chapter, the only chapter so far. She sees them and associates them immediately with the Great Other and his champions. And we know, obviously the readers and show watchers, that they are old gods. So therefore, there is no Great Other. The Night King is essentially the Great Other. And therefore, there would be no antithesis to Red God R'hllor. So yes, no help from any actual god is the direct answer, I guess. That was the long version of that.
Like you've said before, they're all seeing something. It's just the prism they view it through. So they're all picking up on the same source, basically.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt she has power.
Yeah.
She's just not getting it from where she thinks.
Right.
Shadow babies and blood magic and fire magic is just a thing. It's just people can tap into. Some people can through fire. We've seen two people that are not magically trained at all now.
Yeah, that's right.
Stannis and the Hound have both read something in the flames, and they don't know how. They just looked. So there you go. It's not the Lord of Light smiling down on those two and giving them power all of a sudden. Did I just see? I saw your daughter.
I guess so. Somebody just said she's in here looking.
Oh, there she is. Oh, Brooklyn Manus. I don't have a question. James is my dad. I'm just joking around. So apparently she's cracking on you again like she did with that picture earlier.
Oh, I'm glad you weren't here for the first segment, honey.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Thank you, Bear, Jude and Bear. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Last week I asked if you think the Night King will use the God's Eye as a weapon or some crazy shit that will blow our minds, but I missed the answer. Oh, okay. Yeah, our idea is that he doesn't use it as a weapon, but he destroys it to kill himself or break the curse.
Yes.
So that's our God's Eye idea in a nutshell, is that you can't just go up and pull this thing out of his chest and kill him. You can't cut him with Valyrian steel or stab him with dragon glass. That's too simple. Otherwise, there's not a lot of meaning in all this, beyond just a big fight between a good and a bad. So the God's Eye has to be destroyed, and that's what he wants to do. That's whether it's directly or whatever, but he's getting some revenge essentially as he wants the curse to be broken, because that's exactly what it is. It's a curse. It's not just like he's the ultimate evil. I mean, he is now, kind of, sort of, but he has a reason for it. Let's see. Randy Suimatsu, thank you, Randy. Again, super chat. God is magic, magic is God. Exactly. What are you laughing at? I keep seeing you.
Doc said something.
Oh no! Did he? Oh no! Oh no! Oh shit!
Oh god!
I'm sorry. That was horrible.
That was awesome.
Mail under the table. Oh shit. Well, I'm ironically, she is. Oh, I see what he's saying. That is true. Oh shit. Thank you, Lewis97. Appreciate the super chat. Too much entertainment insight not to contribute. Here's to next season. Cheers. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it, Lewis. The dead. I just see. Uno dead. Oh. I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, I've never done that on air before. I'm sorry. Oh shit! An Uno face, K-Dubs. Oh my god. Okay, let me double check this shit over here. That is funny as hell. I'm sorry. Oh man, you brought that shit on yourself though. Oh, okay. All right, we're good there. Let's see. All right. Careful Game of Theories with Marie. That's a good question. I see it now. Okay, it was just too many capitals. Otherwise, Nightbot wouldn't have timed you out.
Yeah,
Do you think Patchface is a conduit for the Night King / Great Other? I don't know about him directly, but it could be that he's picking up on this same thing. You know, that's what we're saying. Patchface speaking in riddles, you know, seems to be fairly prophetic. But that's what we're saying is all these people, regardless of, you know, drowned gods and him being, you know, all the riddles about, you know, under the sea, all that kind of shit. It's all the same source, in my opinion. Just my opinion, but I don't think there's separate powers out there. It's all magic through different spectrums. So, in a sense, possibly. It doesn't mean necessarily, because I made a whole separate video on the Night King putting out visions of flames, but it was more of almost a broadcast. I don't know if it's everything's on purpose, you know what I mean? Like he's fitting, you know, actually meaning to do everything. But there's people picking up on it in certain ways. And Patchface died, essentially, and was resurrected by, you know, he drowned. A little bit of CPR or whatever, and he comes back, and then somehow he can pick up on this stuff. Basically the same idea as Mel. And
exactly
the Red Priestesses. So I would imagine if it's the case, it's probably the case for all those guys. Mod Mary 1, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you. The wall must fall. Yes, the whole wall will be gone. There will be no need for a wall. I mean, I don't know if they'll, you know, get it all down by the time the show ends, but eventually it will all come down.
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
Therefore, no need for the Night's Watch.
No need for a Night's Watch. There will be no Night's Watch at the end of this thing. No need for it. There will be all one realm and no more Night King threats to come back in 1,000 years. Can't keep doing the same cycle. Excuse me. No problem, Marie. Appreciate it. We don't need no thought control. Sorry, I just saw that from Mod Mary. Goddess Astrola, thank you, Goddess, for the super chat. What do you think about the prediction / theory that Jon will die in the fight for the Dawn and Dany will die giving birth shortly after the war for the throne? I'm not opposed to it, or I wouldn't necessarily doubt it. I think one at least I don't think you have to kill either one of them actually, but I think one will live. But I still could see it happening that way too. I could see the end of the house except for the kid. You know what I mean? So you have one child left. I can see them both dying. I see them both living. I can see one going. I don't see any Nisa things though. So it would to me though. I would be more inclined to believe that Dany dies and Jon is forced into the king thing, like he has been everything else.
Yeah.
Because she's not going to be queen. I mean, if she is, it's not going to be very long, is what I mean. Like, she's technically queen now because she claims she is. But she's come to realize she's there to save Westeros, not rule it. So I see more likely that she would die and Jon would live. What? Did you
no, I'm just reading.
Okay. I feel like I'm missing something.
You're not. You're not. No.
Let me check this again. I think it's actually refreshing right now. But let me check. Yeah, okay.
I'm glad I didn't totally destroy it.
What is that? I don't know what that is. Let's see here. Good night, Marty.
Good night.
Have a good one. Have a good one, Proto Peach. Thank you for hanging out.
Good night, Peach.
She's had I see. She's had a week off. Teacher rally, shouldn't be hungover and exhausted. Have a great weekend. Yeah, that's cool to have the breaks though. Brooklyn. There was more here than Brooklyn, and before James broke everything.
You didn't go back, did you?
She must have.
She must have.
She did.
Holy crap.
Oh, shit. Sonya Hunt, this is a good idea. Q&A, will Bran war the Golden Company elephants? That's great. That's a great idea. It reminds me of the Boston University virtual season.
Yeah. Where
there was a fight there, and the elephants came up, and they were trying to kill them, and one was on fire. I believe they set it on fire
yeah.
somehow. The shit it was had on it, I guess, and it's the one that broke the gate to King's Landing.
Yeah, that was cool.
So I think that's a good idea for like that scenario if they go to King's Landing.
She said she didn't go back. But it wasn't difficult.
Yeah, I mean, boing, Slinky.
Holy crap.
I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, I think it's a good idea though. Like, you know, maybe that's something that helps convince them a little bit. You know, I don't know, that they can't. The elephants don't mean shit over here with him. Good idea.
Damn Skippy.
But I think I really like to see Varys play a role in that and getting them to turn. Not just, you know, maybe Bran can do that for that he can still do that while they're still fighting until Varys or somebody. I would just love to see Varys have a big role like that. You know, maybe Jorah too, since he actually was a member. But getting them to turn and break their contract. Yeah, Westerosi Ninja, no glass candles in the show. Not going to happen. That should have been set up a long time ago. At least last year in the Citadel, they would have had Marwyn as opposed to this other Maester. So, Mike Roche, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mother Dragon, for grabbing this. I want to say thank you for the consistent content to get us through the. I'm sorry, I was going to say through the long night until season 8. Get us through until season 8. I was just curious what you guys think about if Jon rides Rhaegal, the North will accept Daenerys faster. I don't know. I mean, I think he'll probably ride the dragon. I don't know if that would make it faster or slower.
I know
you know what I mean? Because, I mean, they trust him. So if they realize he's a Targaryen, then they have to go, oh, shit.
Yeah, it'd be almost like overdoing it a little bit.
Yeah, I know. It's exactly.
Wait a minute, you left here.
Yeah.
And now you come back on dragons and shit, just rubbing it in our face, you know?
Exactly. So,
ease into it, John. Ease into it.
Right. And, yeah, he'll definitely not immediately say, oh, yeah, I'm Aegon. He'll never be called Aegon Targaryen. No way. So, yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. It depends. I wouldn't think it really – I don't think it really matters. I don't know if it would really affect anything. Other than the fact that when they find out Jon is a Targaryen, then they realize how good he's always been and all this stuff, and then they're wrong about, you know, last names.
And that could be maybe he has to talk with them. Some of them aren't buying it, and then he jumps on Rhaegal and shows them.
Yeah, that's
takes
true.
off.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, Zephilia, he has ridden the dragon. Yeah. He's the ultimate dragon. Mod Mary, thank you again, Mod Mary, for the super chat. Are you going to Con of Thrones? I might go. Probably not going to make it this year. Probably not going to make a con. We have our own con. We can't do both. This is going to be fairly expensive. So that's the main reason with ProtoCon in August. We tried to schedule it a little bit away from everything because we know people were choosing, like, you know, Con of Thrones. And then I think, I don't know, Jennifer would know. I think she just left, though, as far as the dates for San Diego Comic-Con, the big ones. So when people got to choose, we understand they're going to choose other ones for sure with actors and stuff there, but we couldn't do both. This is pretty damn expensive. Let's see. All right. I just saw, okay, that was... thank you, Fractured. Fractured has a question from Diane Harris. Diane says, Q&A, do you think the reason Dany seems to be more fireproof than Jon is because she has always known who she is and where she came from, as Jon's true heritage has been kept from him? Sure, I think that could play a role. She's not fireproof. I think it's these magical moments where she's I don't even, like, she don't have to, it's almost like her getting psyched up. Almost like you know what I mean? Like it's not like it's going to be, kind of show Daenerys is, but she did burn her hands. Yeah. So it's like if he knows that, once he finds out, maybe he'll get that ability too in certain situations. And I think we should see that. I've said that since season 5.
Yep.
I think we should see Jon not burn because everybody will say, I know what's coming from book readers, Jon burned his hand. He's not like Dany. Yeah, but Dany burnt her hands too. So right. You just got to remember that she burned her hands in Daznak's pit. So I think that was the whole thing with Jon, was to link him to fire in a parallel Dany's hands. That parallels them as Targaryens. RT Sizzle, again, thank you for the super chat. Is it confirmed Brianna's related to Sir Duncan the Tall? Yes, it is. George R. R. Martin said that, I believe, himself in an interview. So that is pretty much confirmed as far as I know. I think I watched that. Pretty sure I did. Or read it. So I'd have to go back and check, but I'm pretty sure that is confirmed. Let's see. Trevor, is that Ardry, I believe? Or Airdrie? Thank you, Trevor. Q&A, since all Cersei's kids' killers died the same way, Joffrey and Marcella maybe the leaked pick. Hold on before I read this. I don't want to do any spoilers or leaks. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I have seen that picture, Trevor, but I don't want to say it out loud in the chat. So, because that is it's a pretty good spoiler. Not major or anything, but we kind of expect it, but I don't want to, just in case. I'll just say, possibly. Possibly. That's all I can say, Trevor. I don't want to, try not to do spoilers here, and I have tried to stay away from them this year. I didn't even do filming news, but of course I inevitably come across a few, and I did see a picture of that. So I will not. I don't want to mention that in the chat. So hopefully nobody got any big spoiler. I mean, it's not a major thing, but it could be considered that. What's up, Choo Choo Train?
What is
How are you? Let's see. Maria K, what is your favorite comedic scene from the show? Comedic scene? Oh, comedic scene. I love Arya and the Hound stuff, man. I think that I just love them. I love them together. Anything the Hound. But the Hound and Arya, I really love those scenes. And when they got Needle back.
Yes.
And the stuff before all that, the talking, and then right before they went in, when she said a lot of people named their swords, and he said a lot of cunts.
Yeah.
I mean, I love those scenes, man, with the Hound.
I remember when I was watching the show and everybody in the chat was like, "Has he got there yet?" That scene did not disappoint.
No, I love it. Definitely one of my favorite. Oh Lord, what is it, Mizuma? Needleback or Nickelback? What is the Nickelback thing? I don't get it. Okay. Andrea Snow, I want HBO to release the first 5 minutes of episode 8 instead of a trailer. What about you? That's a good idea. That would really be a teaser.
Yeah.
Like instead of doing a trailer where it's all cut up, it actually would. That's not a bad idea. But yeah, we'll get a full trailer. We'll get a full trailer in March. They won't do. I don't think they'll do that. That would be actually pretty cool though. I don't know. Would you rather see 5 minutes and then not see it for another month? Or would you just rather see a cut up trailer? I don't know. That's a good idea. It damn sure would be a cliffhanger because you just want to keep going. It just cuts off in the middle, like there's some kind of little mini cliffhanger 5 minutes in. Sonya's question, says Meg Paul. I'm trying to look for it, Meg Paul or Sonya. I don't know. Can somebody grab Sonya's question? I'm looking. Really quick while somebody's grabbing that. How do Barrick from AO? How do Barrick and Thanos? Thanos? Just that's it. That's how it works. What do you mean?
That's funny.
How do Barrick and Thoros' flaming swords work? A bit rusty on the details. I thought it was Barrick's undead blood, but Thoros has talent as well. No, it's Wildfire. It's Wildfire in the books. In the show, it's his blood. It's Wildfire. That's always been Wildfire. It's just a trick. That's all it is. A little bit of Wildfire spread up the blade. They light it up, and in the show, he can just lightsaber it. He just that's what I mean. Like he was literally what he was doing was cutting his hand every time. Like he was running his hand up the blade, or cutting his thumb or something like a lightsaber button. But yeah, I mean I understand they can't. He don't have time to pull out his little pot of Wildfire and rub it on there, whatever. But yeah, that's how it works in the books. It's not a magical thing. They're not undead fire whites. That's all taken out of context. They're living people with beating hearts and working parts and all that stuff. They have to be. So yeah, people just took the fire white thing too far from what George R. R. Martin actually said. Mod Mary again. Thank you, Mod Mary. Best duo scene in the show, Arya and Tywin. I love that. I just saw it again today.
Yes.
I love that scene with because it humanized Tywin a lot,
did.
and Arya actually realized, like, I can talk to he's not an evil guy. You know what I mean? It's just his family thing. He's got to do what he's doing. But so, yeah, he was still on the list and all that stuff, but it really humanized him a lot, and you came to actually kind of respect him.
I did.
Quite a bit, because he treated her well, and like recognized that she was, educated and all that stuff. So I really love that scene.
He's just a very direct guy, matter of fact, and he's driven.
Yep, absolutely. I actually like Tywin. I mean, he orchestrated the Red Wedding, and he does have a point with the whole thing with Tyrion when he said, why is it more honorable to kill thousands of men on the battlefield instead of 12 people at dinner? Kind of got a point. Kind of got a point. I mean, just saying. It is not honorable.
It's just business.
And it is breaking the rules as far as what they believe, but he don't care about gods. He's got a point. I mean,
you're damn right.
That's why this story is so great, because you like both sides. You really do.
Yeah,
you hated seeing the Red Wedding, and especially Robb and Stark's dying. But you come to like Tywin Lannister. You just can't help it. He's cool. So anyway, that's what makes it so crazy. Like last year, we loved Bronn, but we loved Dany, and Bronn was shooting fucking arrows at her, or scorpion bolts.
I hate
so that's what's crazy.
Walter Frey stood for, but I loved him on screen. I thought he was funny as hell.
Yes, he was funny as hell.
Yeah.
Right. You didn't. He's a character you actually didn't like, but he was fun. You look forward to seeing him.
Exactly.
Exactly. Good night, K-Dubs. Have a good one.
K-Dubs, good night, brother, man.
Appreciate it, man. All right, so yeah, let's take a quick stretcher, and then we'll come back and finish it off.
Yes.
There's Sunny Double T. I think I saw Sunny Double T up in here. It just flashed by really quick. You got no, Meg Paul. There will be a trailer. It's in March. I'm just saying. I'm very confident it's in March. Just take that for what it's worth. We're getting a trailer in March. I knew it wasn't coming tonight with there was some political Emmy show, right? Or, I'm sorry.
The Oscars.
The Oscars. There was some political show on TV tonight about awards, I believe.
The Dundies.
I think a lot of people wanted to see a trailer tonight. We're getting one in March. I can't give you a date. Don't know an exact date. I just know it's March. All right. There's House Sanchez. There's Anita Reinhard. Hello, Anita. Hadn't seen some of the names tonight flying by the chat here. Okay. Let's take a stretcher, and then we'll come back and go for another, what do we 20 minutes or so?
Yeah, man.
Something like that. We usually go to about 1:15, 1:10-ish. Let me check this here, refresh that. Hopefully this time we won't go offline.
Yes.
Stay.
Mel's going to help me crawl under the table.
And he's going to yell Uno. That'll forever be a thing now. I'm sorry.
Rogue Pixie says don't drop the ball this time.
Yeah, everybody stay here. Don't panic if it goes out. Just stay where you are, and I'll give you the new URL again. All right, let me get it over here to this thing here. Okay, yeah, give us a couple minutes, guys, and we will be...
Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life, but perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king. perhaps I can give you justice. In the name of our king. Perhaps I can give you justice. Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life, but perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king.
Alrighty. We're back. I think. Are we?
We're back.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Mod Mary. Meat is murder. Okay. Sorry. What's up, Bridge? What's up, Kev? How you doing, man? Let's see. House Sanchez, I think. Thank you, Mander Kane, for grabbing this question from House Sanchez for the chat. Oh, is it for the chat? Over, under, 5 months until the Reese wins the winner after season 8. Yeah, it's definitely after, and probably not this year. I would guess 2020. I don't know. Maybe it's ready, but I doubt it. They may time that more with before the prequel starts now.
He gets to see the reaction to the end and make changes if he wants to.
That's true. Although he did say he would not do that. He wouldn't change things because people guess the ending and stuff like that. So we'll see, though. We'll see. He can do what the hell he wants. Also, do you think Dawn, as in Dome, I know that's coming, would work against the White Walker similar to Valyrian blades? I would guess so, the way they describe it in the books, being from a supposed meteorite and all that stuff, and stars and the Danes are all related into eyes like stars, bluest stars. There's a lot of stuff there. So there may be damn sure something to Dawn being a major role in the end game for sure. We'll see. I don't think they'll do that in the show. I know a lot of people want that to happen. We saw Dawn in the flashback, but I don't think Ned kept the blade and took it back to Winterfell. He's too honorable to steal Dawn and take it back and put it in a crypt or some shit like that. So yeah, it's a Starfall, and of course we've never even heard of House Dane in the show. I mean, we saw Sir Arthur Dane, but you know what I mean. They didn't make a big deal out of the house. Let's see. Fractured. Imagine how annoyed would all be when Star Wars D&D are ending. Got to go. When the Star Wars D&D are ending, got to go make as bad as the infamous first GOT pilot. Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to see that pilot. I think the script is out, right? Did they release the script to that pilot? I believe I haven't read it, but I heard plenty about it. I wish they would release that. Like, just do it in the season 8 DVD. Release it.
Yeah, do that.
Let us see what you had and what we got saved from. Apparently. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let me go to this thing so I can see things easier. Mara Lee, thank you, Mara Lee, for the super chat. Appreciate that. Show of love and support for the great content. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
That's cool.
Thank you, Karuna, I believe. Am I saying that right? Karuna for subbing earlier as well. Appreciate it. Everybody, please sub if you can. We're trying to get this damn hat off. 30,000 more to go.
Terry T's got a pronunciation for you.
A
question for you.
How do you pronounce yawn? Just like Dawn.
Yawn.
Yes, a yawn. Not a yawn.
Nope. No yawns here.
Leave
it to me.
Here we go.
Oh, my God.
Just sit still.
Please.
You called it, though. You called it. Ninja reflexes. Yeah, yawn, Terry T. Yawn. I have to yawn. I'm yawning. I'm tired and yawning. Let's see. Trevor, Q&A. Could Dany's... Damn it, I think I lost it. There it is. Could Dany's treason for love be as simple as having to fight Viserion, one of her kids? It could be. I don't know. They didn't set up the treason in the show really at all, but I don't know. I have the feeling, it's going to be the same as The Last Fire, and that's more of a book thing. They may do something like that in the show. There's going to be some kind of big fire for love, and I think it's probably the same thing. That might be King's Landing burning, something that has to kill whites and White Walkers to save the world, even though it kills a lot of people. Something to that effect, something like that. Some people think Jon, maybe we'll see him burn and not burn or something like that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of possibilities, but they didn't set it up enough in the show for the Quaithe props or the treasons and all that stuff with Quaithe. Let's see. Okay, good there. Let me double check this. I think we're good on Patreon. Just want to double check. No, see, there's more. Lord Kev, thank you, Lord Kev, on Patreon.
Thank you.
Question: which main character would you willingly sacrifice if it meant that your favorite would survive the series? For me, it would have to be Jaime dying in order for Tyrion to survive. Well, damn, you kind of took my answer.
That's a good one.
You took my answer, man. I was thinking that as I read the question. Yeah, I mean, here's a good question, though. Would you prefer, if you had to choose, Tyrion or the Hound to live?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a tough one, ain't it?
That is tough.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I love them both.
I do too.
I don't know. That's a hard one. I'd have to flip a coin.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kev, I was literally going to say that before I even finished reading the question. I was going to say Jaime for Tyrion or somebody for Tyrion at least. But see, the Hound not for Tyrion. I don't know. I don't know if I can do the Hound for Tyrion. I don't think certainly not Danny or John or I don't know. That's pretty much my answer. You read my mind.
Does Theon die saving Yara?
I think he has to. I hate it. I do, but I think he has to. He's got to make the ultimate sacrifice to be remembered.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You don't have to, I guess, because he's pretty much back. And like I told you when we watched that scene, that when he fought on the beach, that was Theon again. That's the moment completely when Jon just forgave him for what he could.
For what he could, that's right.
And then he fights Herrig and whips it. Well, he gets his ass whipped, but he keeps getting up. That's when he's back to Theon.
Yeah.
He's like officially Theon again, full swing Theon. So I mean, I think he could live in a, but it just, you can't have everybody alive. You know, you got to kind of pick and choose as far as predictions go.
I can't see him killing Euron. I can't. I mean,
I want him
without
to.
help.
I want him to.
Maybe he frees her and they both kill him or something like that.
Right. Could be. And he dies or maybe from a wound.
Sure.
So he could take a mortal wound and not die immediately. So
and do
that's
one
what
of his last great acting jobs as he's dying.
Right.
That scene would be.
Yeah, I can see it. I just feel like he's got to go, man, for the sake of the character. I don't know. I'd probably want to go after what he's been through. I don't know. Doc Holiday on Patreon. Doc, by the way, are you feeling better? I know you had the flu for like a month. So I don't know if he even said, but I guess he's feeling okay. I hope you are, man. Q&A, if you shake James and ask him a question, can he predict the future? Hashtag Magic 8 Ball or Magic Ball. I'm sorry.
Oh my God!
You forever changed the course of. Everybody sees James a little bit different now. So, I don't know. I've never tried. I'm
trying to think of one of the responses. My sources say
not right now.
Right.
Maybe later.
Yes.
I don't know. It kicks over table. John Haymaker says. Oh, that was funny. Oh shit! Yeah, something may happen here in the last 10 or 15 minutes. We never know. I mean, we caught his cup. He caught the drink.
Yes,
he did catch that. So
you got time for a short story?
No, hell to the no.
No more short stories.
Oh shit! I swear, man. I don't know how many more stories you have. I don't see how you can have any more stories. Damn. Fracture, the Night King is voiced by Terry Crews. Oh God, no voice for the Night King, please. Nobody works. Not even Morgan Freeman. I don't think. Paula Marie. There's Paula Marie. Where have you been? Yes, we haven't changed at all. I'm telling you, we've gotten worse, actually, I think. Mr. Shun. Mr. Shun's up in the house now. I guess Hoonja's playing Fortnite. If he still plays. Q&A, if only 3 people can survive the final season, who would your top 3 be? Mine will be Jon, Arya, Davos. That's a great question.
That's a good
The
3.
Hound Tyrion. Damn, I don't know. That's hard. Davos, Jon,
Sam Gilly, little Sam.
You know what? I love Sam, but I could deal with him going over Tyrion or the Hound.
Right.
So I mean, I would say it would have to be Arya or Jon or Dany, along with Davos and who else would I say? I don't know. That's tough. Tyrion the Hound, and I don't know. I like Arya, I like Davos, Jon, Dany. I don't know. That's hard. Flip a coin on the third one.
Only broken people survive.
Only broken people? Yeah. And everybody's a bit broken, though.
Yeah.
I guess you could say. And a lot of, yeah. Everybody's broken.
Yeah, like Theon, Bran, and Jon.
Yeah, John Haymaker. Hot Pies for sure. He's going to be just cooking up. He's not even know what happened.
No.
He has no clue. He'll just come out of it he'll come out, walking out the front door. Oh, it's snowing?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then with bread, and he don't even know what the hell's going
Where all
on.
this fucking snow come from?
Anyway.
Make some snow cream.
Jenny of Coldstone says, Jon the Hound Arya. See, I agree with that too. They're all great answers. I don't know. Mr. Shun saying, yeah, Davos drops the truth every word he speaks. I love Davos, and I think he will survive back, actually. I think he will actually survive and probably just go home. We just need to go home and see his wife.
Yes.
He is married with other kids. He just needs to see his wife. He lost a lot more kids in the books than he did the show, but they just did Mathos. Let's see here. We need more cowbell. Amanda Kane saying something about Mazuma with some cowbell. More cowbell. Christopher Walken from the Fat Boy Slim. I love Christopher Walken. He is one of my all-time favorites. I was browsing through movies last night before I was going to watch something, I was looking through old Christopher Walken stuff, and it came across my favorite. I love the prophecy stuff.
Yeah.
I was going to watch, but they kind of got crazy after the first two, but I'd still watch them because he's in them. Let's see here. Let me check this.
I love him and De Niro and the Deer Hunter when they're doing the Russian roulette scene.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. Mazuma's responding to Doc Holliday in your magic ball question. It only works 50% of the time. Here's Mazuma. Thank you, Mazuma. For regional American accent test. Here we go. You want to go first? You want to go first? Can you see it?
Okay.
I don't know if that bar's in your way.
Mary is Mary that she is going to marry Maury.
Yeah, I think he's did this one before because something similar. Yeah, so Mary is Mary that she is going to marry Maury. What's the problem there, Mazuma? It's perfect.
Hell yes.
All right, let's see. Brazatoad Wawa, is it true that Trump got the wall idea from Game of Thrones? No, that's been going on. That's been approved for 20 years through other presidents and Congresses. No, he got the wall from a real wall down in, Hayden's Wall? Hayden's Wall. Hayden's Wall is where he got the actual idea. Hayden's Wall is only about, 4 foot tall, though? Something like that. The real Hayden's, I believe it's Hayden's Wall. Is that right? Somebody correct me if I'm not saying that correctly. Hadrian's. I said Hayden's. Hadrian's. Thank you, Mazuma. I knew I was on to something. I knew some kind of history. Damn it.
There's Cameo got one. Mother of Dragon.
Oh, okay. There it is. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Mother of Dragon. Thank you, Cameo. Would there be a blood betrayal? If so, by whom? Tyrion, possibly. Blood betrayal, as in, I guess you're saying family betrayal type thing, like. On the Tyrion part, I said before, I don't believe that it's if there is some kind of betrayal, it's not direct. It's not direct as in, but that's not blood with Dany, if that's what you're asking, though, I guess. So yeah, I think the Starks are done with any of that bullshit there. They got that worked out this last season. Just watching it again, it made me even feel more confident about their little inner family issues being gone.
Oh yeah,
with Sansa and those two. So that kind of wrapped that up. Dany and Jon is her only relative. They don't know that yet, so we'll see if there's something that goes insane there. I don't see that happening. I see there being some drama for a little bit and the silent treatment, and then Jon's not talking, and she's like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" And she gets the news, and she's in shock at first, but eventually she'll accept it, whatever. So I wouldn't see anything like that as far as I can't see anything betrayals as far as blood betrayals, anything on purpose. Is what I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I wouldn't think so. Betrayal in some way, sure, if it's perceived betrayal, I guess. But not direct, in my opinion. Other than the obvious, they're not blood betrayals like Cersei and Euron and Golden Company. Yes, that's going to happen, but not specific blood betrayals. Danny McKay, Q&A, Jamie asks Arya, how can I help? Arya equals you have to die. Yeah, we saw the picture, though. We saw the picture of Jaime in Northern armor, so he gets that armor from them. So they're not going to kill him. I think Bran, there will be that, Dany's going to want to kill him, even though her father was insane. But once Bran explains why, and Jaime, because Jaime can tell that story and they might not believe it.
You're right.
Bran will vouch for him, and then Bran can say, no, he did it and saved, 500,000 people at the time, or whatever. So... yeah, I think Arya will be fine with Jaime once she learns from Bran what he's really like.
Yeah.
And Brienne and Bran.
Yeah.
Both.
Bran will say, if anybody here is going to hate this guy,
exactly, it would be me. But
Trust me.
But it had to happen type thing. So he's going to be like, yeah, it was cool. It was beautiful that day. It was beautiful when you were with your sister. Or some shit. I don't know. I know. Uno!
Oh, damn it.
I'm sorry. Oh, shit.
Things you do for...
Hey, but we'll hear that line. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. We will hear that line. The things you do for love. I do for love.
Yeah, we will hear it again.
We'll definitely hear that. I mean, it's, Bran is a little creepy there, Kev. You got to admit he's a little creepy. You're beautiful on the boat. Somebody made that joke a couple last year. Oh shit. That's got to be weird though. That's got to be weird when you know that your brother can see everything now. You're
That's
like,
right.
Well, damn. I mean, there's no point in shutting my door.
No,
because he's in there watching live, like a live stream. He's got. He's just. I guess you just got to accept it.
Since I know it's that time of month.
Yeah.
But calm down.
Yeah. Well, maybe he can, that's what you do. You get like Sam to go, hey, go talk to Bran and distract him for a couple hours. Or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Give me 15 minutes. Just keep him busy. Looking at other
shit.
Distract him for a few minutes. Rogue Pixie, we just kind of had a similar question. Q&A, what do you think the third fire Dany will light for love will be? I said this, I'm not sure exactly, obviously. I don't think any of us are, but I think it will be the same as the betrayal. It'll all be the same incident, so to speak. And I mentioned a couple possibilities. It could be King's Landing burning. This is obviously a book thing. To save everybody, but it looks like she's, more fire and blood, more of the same, Targaryen, mad Targaryen stuff. It could be a Jon thing, where she's betrayed by Jon in some way, or it looks like it, or it doesn't have to be a direct betrayal. But her third fire, I think, may be the same event, even though because it doesn't say specifically that she has to be betrayed. It just says 3 betrayals you will know, and you kind of take it that way. But it could also be the same event at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know.
It could be. No, you're right.
But yeah, there's a lot of speculation. So I mean, like even in the book, she's not sure. Like she thinks that Jorah may be for gold because he was trying to get his citizenship back and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, that's for gold. Anyway, so I do think it will be the same event, the last mount and all that good stuff. Could be related. I'm probably related to Jon in some way.
Distract Bran. That's
there you go, Doc Holiday. Nobody in werewood.net for about 30, 35, 45 minutes. You know what I'm picturing. Don't go in there for another 35, 45 minutes. Woo! Oh, we always come back to Friday somehow. I'm telling you, it's either Friday or Coming to America.
Yes.
We come back to it every time, somehow or another. Deborah Breelove, The Last Betrayal is Missandei. I don't know. I don't buy the Missandei thing.
A lot of people are thinking
A lot of
that.
people think it because they're just. I guess they feel like they're like she's thrown it in your face or something. But like in the show, Davos asked her. She wasn't going to explain all that shit until they asked.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't really see a reason, honestly. I don't see why she would. There's been no foreshadowing, like with scenes with her alone or her, Grey Worm or whatever. I mean, I guess there's one scenario I could see where, let's say that this war is about to start, and her and Grey, she loved him so much. They love each other so much. They decide just to get the hell out of there and go to the Summer Isles or somewhere that they're safe, just so there's no chance of one of them dying in the war. And that would be a betrayal, I guess. Kinda. But if they asked, it wouldn't.
Right.
Because she said, literally, if I wanted to go home right now, she'd give me a shit and wish me well.
She did say that. That's right.
So, yeah, I don't see a real betrayal from Missandei. I know a lot of people think that, but I've never called anything that made me believe that.
Hey, question. If you're watching a trial and the person chooses trial by combat or requests trial by combat or whatever, and you're just a spectator in there, and they pick you, you could turn it down, right?
Oh, you mean for a champion?
A champion, yeah.
Yeah,
if they pick you to be their champion, you can say, I'm not fighting for him.
Yeah, they can't. You have to. Yeah, they have to ask you.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're choosing somebody to be your champion, if you can't fight like Tyrion.
Yeah.
Like he looked around in the first one and said anybody, and then nobody would, and then Bran finally stepped up and took it.
Right.
And then you saw in the second time he tried to ask.
You're
Bran.
right. Because it looked like nobody was going to do it for him.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just point a finger at somebody and they're your champion, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And you saw the second time he asked Bran, and Bran was like, "No, I ain't fighting a mountain. Are you crazy?"
Yeah, that's right.
So he turned him down. So yeah, nobody has to be a champion.
Because we watched Littlefinger get killed, and we were talking about he could have requested that.
See, that's where he would have been screwed and took the chance, because he kind of figured Bran would, because he had already started to chum up with him a little bit and the gold and all that stuff, and that's why he came with him in the first place. But if nobody would have, he would have had to pick up a sword.
Oh, I see.
Imagine him trying to fight. RIP 1-1. Win 1. You saying win 1, 1-1, 1-1, Waka 1-1. Yeah. We're going to see some undead giants, though. Let's see. Meg Paul, I think Jaqen is finished in the show. I do, however, think he's for sure the guy in the books. Yeah, he's done in the show, for sure. I don't think he's coming back. Books, he's got a whole different thing going on with the Citadel and a certain book about dragons, so a whole different storyline. And that's the kind of stuff that's the difference. It's not a major, it could be a major thing that ties in, but it's not a major in-game thing that you absolutely need. So they have to slam everything down. And so if you think about that, it still shows you that it can still be fairly close to what he has in mind for the ending. Because he's told him the ending. So that piece is not important. Mm-hmm. Because it has to be in there if it's not. If it makes it work, what I mean?
It has to.
So we'll see what that means. But yeah, he's gone. He's done. There's no point for that. It doesn't help. I would love to see him, but it's not going to do anything. I don't believe that he's going to come after Arya and because she left. He basically gave her permission and his blessing with that little smile. Excuse me. Let's see. Careful, Hendrik. Nightbot grabs you for caps but I see what you're saying. Hello from South Africa. Hello.
Hello.
What's going on? That's still cool to me, man. I've been doing this 3 years, and it's still cool to have people from all over the world.
Yeah. We had
hanging
New Zealand
out,
earlier.
Yeah,
now
live
South
stream.
Africa.
And I know we do this at a later time for American folks here, at least on the East Coast, but this is the time, for the show. And I know people in the UK hate me because it's 5 o'clock in the morning or whatever when we start or close to it. But I mean, this is after the show. We have to. This will be our regular stream, of course, when the show comes on. So
yeah.
Let's see here. Let me double check this. I see. Mod Mary, thank you, Mod Mary, again for the super chat. I want to see Jaime kill Cersei in the last season. You too. I do. I want it to be Jaime. I mean, the real Jaime, not Arya Jaime.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But that would still work. But yeah, I mean, it's just so perfect poetically, for Jaime to be the one to actually do it. He may take like if you remember the Boston University, again, this is the virtual season, so it's not spoilers.
Right.
It was just basically predictions. He did kill her, but he took a mortal wound while doing so.
Yes.
I can see that. I can see that working. Because you got the whole thing that came in the world together, go out together, that was thrown in our face a lot. Cool Gamer Boy, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
If you're in the chat, maybe watch another video that's going on out there. The little teaser blew up pretty good today. Not bad.
Heck yeah.
It's seemed to be blasting, although it's a very short video, but we'll see what happens with it. Anyway, appreciate it. Let's see. Did I get that one? Did I refresh this? I don't remember if I did or not. I don't remember. Nothing's working. This used to automatically.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Okay. So we're good there. All right. Let's grab one or two more, and we'll get the hell up out of here. Let everybody go to sleep. I now see people cameo and them talking about a Bohemian Rhapsody. I still want to see it. I have not seen it. Did you see it? Did you go see it?
No, I didn't.
That's right. Oh, y'all were talking about it.
Yeah, we were in it, and it wasn't showing anymore.
Right.
Yeah, it looks like she's grabbed that one right there. Yeah.
Taryn, thank you, Taryn, for grabbing a question from Tim Blackburn. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Benjen and the Night King both had draglass put in their hearts by the children. No powers for Benjen. What did we not see? What's the difference? He does have the connection. He does know, like he knew Bran was. He said three-eyed raven sent me. That's really vague. Was it Blood Raven before?
Right.
Was it Bran in the future? So he's definitely connected. The difference has to be the magical incantation, the spell.
The spell itself, yeah.
And possibly blood. So apparently Starks are important to that. And that begs the question, is it just Starks? That line of Starks? Is it First Men in general? Could anybody from... Because there's a lot of First Men blood out there.
That's right.
Every wildling has First Men blood. Every northern house almost. There's been crossbreeding forever. So it really seems to hint if Benjen is Cold Hands again in the show. Supposedly he's not in the books. I don't know. I mean, he says no, but it doesn't make any... I just can't think of anybody else besides really old people it could be. But anyway, we'll see. If that's like, that would change things. Like if I knew Cold Hands in the books was not a Stark and some ancient character or whatever, then it would change things a little bit, So yeah, it seems to be that Stark blood is important there. And that begs the question, if the Night King, like let's say it is the same spell, why would they do it again? Are we offline? Oh no, okay, it's still live here.
It was just me? Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird.
But yeah, it just seems weird that, let's say it is the same thing. Would they risk that again? No. They wouldn't risk the Night King again, right? So they have to know something's different about Benjen.
Right.
So he's the Stark in the group, so that has to be the answer there by default. So that begs the question, is the Night King, got the Targaryen blood? We talked about that quite a bit. Is he, somehow a Valyrian somehow that we don't know about? Was Valyrian history wrong? Was the last hero Valyrian? All these kind of things where the Valyrians are supposed to be relatively new to the overall scheme of things. As far as the Valyrians coming to Westeros, that may be something different. Which, again, that ties into Craster. Who is he? Is he a Stark's son, or is he another Ice and Fire child, kind of like Blood Raven Brendan Rivers was Targaryen blood too, Valyrian blood, or Maester Aemon or something like that. So definitely something to that. It's just hard to tell exactly.
Yeah, my chat shut down.
Is it?
Yeah.
Everybody saying we're still good? We're still good, right?
Yeah, it looks like I can see the stream. Just my chat's shut down.
Oh, maybe it's just your app. I think we're good here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still see chat going.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're about to get out of here anyway. Maybe just close the app and open it back up. Probably fix it. Let me check everything. Let me double check, and we'll grab one more good question from the chats before we get out of here. Let everybody go to sleep or go to work, depending on where you are. Let's see. Let me double check, triple check, quadruple check Patreon really quick. Also, really quick, speaking of Patreon, anybody interested in joining Patreon to support the channel, posted a thing yesterday to do some more classic kind of Patreon-driven content, so like Q&As and stuff like that, where you guys post topics and questions, and we'll do those again for sure until the long night is over. So there is a thread in Patreon right now for that. So if anybody's thinking about it, interested in doing Q&As, and you get the shout out and you get to kind of help shape the content a little bit based off the topic. It could be like 5 little questions, or it could be one topical type video. So it helps me out a lot too. Appreciate it. Let's see. All right, I think we're good. Let's grab one more. Where are we at? Chicken to Jill. Neil Patrick Harris. What? Peacock. What I miss? Alex Kirk. There you go, Alex. Q&A. When are the next videos with Because Geek? We should be recording. I'm waiting on Val. She's got a couple other things going on. She was doing a couple other Spanish channels and doing some collabs there. And then we had this book project we'll tell you guys more about very soon. So we should be recording, I believe, this week for real this time. But yeah, I'm not 100%, but that should be pretty quick now as far as this week goes. So I don't know exactly the day, but hopefully we can actually get it done this week, but I'm not 100%, so don't quote me on that.
Who are y'all doing?
I forgot.
Just two new.
Just two.
Yeah, cool.
Let's see, we've already done Arya and Sansa, and we did the Hound and... Who do we do? The Hound and... the Hound and... Who else did we do? I forgot. So she's got the list. She keeps me in check. I just get on there and start talking. So I'm not as organized. All right. Hey, Paula Marie. I'm sorry. That's all right. We'll be here every week as usual. Hope you're doing well.
That's right. Yep.
Anyway, we'll get out of here. What was that? Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Dominic Martino. Appreciate the $5 dono through Streamlabs. Any chance Jorah ends this a happy man? Always felt bad for that guy. Great show, guys. Thanks.
Me too.
Yeah, I do too. I think he is actually happy now. I think as long as Dany's happy, then that makes him happy. He's come to that. He's friend zoned enough to realize, okay, look, if I love her, I just got to accept her happiness. You know what I mean? So in that sense, yes. Will he ever get fully? He can't. You know, because you really never get over that, right?
He's one of the people on my list that might kick the bucket.
You think so?
Yeah,
I'm unsure about Jorah too.
Because remember how we talked about him doing one last thing to save her and sacrificing himself or something?
Yeah,
you know,
I could definitely see it for love. You know, for love.
Yeah,
the things I do for love.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's hard to tell. So in that sense, yeah, he'll be happy as long as she is, but. Again, it kind of depends on her outcome too, and will he stick around without her? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hard to say. But anyway, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate all the subscriptions, super chats, donations. Thank you to everybody on Patreon that keeps the channel going. Really appreciate it. Love all you guys. Thank you for coming and stopping by and hanging out with us, regardless of technical difficulties and James breaking things.
Oh shit!
And short stories. And my rambling and nonstop yelling into the microphone, I'm sure, because I'm half deaf and I talk too damn loud. But yes, thank you. This week, again, I think Val and I are recording. We'll see what they do. I don't know of any. Again, we're doing Patreon videos, so we'll do those for sure. We'll see if they drop another teaser or any little footage or whatever. Of course, that'll be instantaneous as soon as I find out about it. So,
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Let me get over here really quick so I know where I'm going here.
Had another good week, guys.
Yeah.
So
no bad.
Nothing bad this week. So I had a good week.
Knock on wood.
Then another bad week. Now another good week. So that's 2 good out of 3. Doing good. So I come here and break every fucking thing.
That's right. Well, it's got to be something, We got to have some kind of drama.
Like Charlie Brown.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Was that Chris? I believe Chris. Somebody. I believe. Let me flip it over there and see really quick. Chris Cartwright. Thank you, Chris, for subbing. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty. Getting out of here. Yes. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, moderators, for grabbing questions for us and helping us out with the chat. It's going to get real crazy in about 5 weeks.
Yes, it is.
We're going to go from 400 people, to 5 and 6 and 8,000, hopefully, because I want that charity to blow up in the final episode. So, anyways, thank you all, thank you mods, love you all. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you
next time.
Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life, but perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king. perhaps I can give you justice